Good afternoon and good evening. I'm Hiroki Hori, the Continental President of SIOP Asia. I would like to express my great thanks to SIOP Asia members for attending this meeting. In this meeting, we are inviting the bidders for SIOP Asia Conference 2024. Today, the representative of two bidding organizations will give the presentation on their plan. I received a letter of intent for conference from two countries, Saudi Arabia and Japan. First, I asked Dr. Hiba Al-Tara, the Saudi Arabian Pediatric Hematology Oncology Society, to present. And then I asked Dr. Kimikazu Matsumoto, National Center for Child Health and Development in Tokyo. The time for presentation is 20 minutes, and then we have a question and answer time for 5 minutes. If you have any question, please put your question in chat box. I will read out each question at Q&A time. Today's meeting is supported by Anelia, the Secretary of SIOP Office. Anelia, thank you for your assistance. Now, let me start the session. Dr. Ali Al-Omari and Hiba Al-Talar, could you start your presentation?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us today. It is an absolute honor to present Saudi Arabia and the SAFO's group, the Saudi Association of Pediatric Hematology Oncology, in this proposal for Saudi Arabia to host the next SIOP Asia 2024. My name is Dr. Hiba Al-Tara. I'm a pediatric oncologist in King Fahd Specialist Hospital, Dammam. I specialize in solid tumors and cancer predisposition syndrome. I want to acknowledge that today is February 22nd, which marks the founding day of Saudi Arabia. So we are actually celebrating the first state of Saudi Arabia that was established in 1772. So this is a perfect introduction to why we should host why we should host the next conference in Saudi Arabia. And it's an opportunity to talk about the Saudis' history, our nation's vision, the advances that has been done in the last few years, and highlight some educational activities and networking opportunities that we were successful in the past. As you can see, my background here is the beautiful Riyadh city that we are hoping for it to be the host for SIOP Asia. So let me start with a little geography. Saudi Arabia is located in the west part of Asia. Its location is strategically between Africa and Asia, which makes entry to it extremely easy. It is divided into 6 regions. So you have the east, the west is divided into 3, the north and the south, and then the central region. The population is around 26 million. And this is divided into 13 different provinces. Now, what's unique about Saudi Arabia is that there's a lot of culturally diverse residents that come from all over the world. And we have a high population of Asian workers that has integrated within our society and are very familiar with our culture. So that is something that we would like to highlight as well. In the last few years, there has been a focus from the government to advance different fields throughout the kingdom, whether it's industrial, economical, medical expansion, and there's a big focus on making Saudi very friendly for tourism. A lot of resources and spending has been done to make Riyadh and a lot of other sightseeing sites in Saudi friendly to visit. So let's start with Riyadh. Riyadh is a vibrant city. It's very busy. There's a variety of excellent hotels, luxury places to stay in. There's a lot of shopping centers that you can go and enjoy. There's modern malls, but there's also souks and traditional markets that you can go around in. The area is extremely safe. There's extensive laws and regulation that was put in place. We have one of the lowest crime rate worldwide. So I just wanted to highlight that this is one of the priorities that the government has made to make the area very suitable. Our venue that we chose in the capital is the International Riyadh exhibition. It holds more than 15,000 participants. It's quite equipped with all the rooms and all the hall rooms. And there's areas where you can present your abstract presentation. And I can show you some pictures in my next slide on some of examples of previous conferences that we have hosted. Other than the city in Riyadh, there's also other sightseeing areas in which people are eager to visit, whether it's urban or rural. You can get a taste of everything. And most importantly, that I really want to highlight, what makes Saudi special is the culture. The culture is built on kindness, generosity, respect, and collaboration. And you can only feel that when you come over and meet the people, interact with the people, and live the experience. And that's something that we want to advocate for, to really show our identity, show what Saudi is really about. Now, let's talk about the visa application. The visa application has changed, and it is extremely easy to get a visa. You can do it online if you are eligible to do it online. Other countries need to submit on paper. We have helped many people in the past to assist to get the visa application to make it as easy as possible. Next is our airports. We have 4 international airports. The biggest one is in Riyadh. It has direct flights to more than 90 destinations to all over the world, and the infrastructure is built in a way to make it comfortable and provide ease of travel. Our transportation is very easy to access. Our drivers are very friendly. They speak multiple languages. It's easy to go from one area to another, and the prices are very affordable. Now, let's go to the medical side of Saudi Arabia. One of the biggest focus of our nation's vision is to make sure that the field of medicine advances and that we are able to catch up with the rest of the world, in particularly for cancers that are difficult to treat, for blood disorders that are debilitating and chronic. And a lot of investments and support has been done in this regard. One of the projects that the Saudi has invested in is the Saudi Genome Project. It's basically focusing on biomedical engineering, advances in research, and the idea is to learn more about the genetic makeup of diseases that are common in the population. It's also an era for finding targets for challenging cancers to treat, precision medicine. It opens opportunity for clinical trials and advancing the field forward. Okay, moving forward, what has been our experience in Saudi in organizing local and international conferences? Our biggest society here is the Saudi Association of Pediatric Hematology Oncology, and we have been the leaders in hosting conferences in Saudi. Honestly, there hardly is 1 week that can pass by without an educational activity that happens, whether it's difficult case discussion, whether it's research supervision, whether it's conferences. SAFOs hosts annual conferences every year. We are hosting in Dammam this year in November. And we have tremendous experience in this. This is what we do. In terms of the organizing committees, the people that help us with teleconferencing, making sure that the venue is set, making sure that people get accommodations, making sure all the additional supports are in place. We have multiple event groups that we have participated with. I've put one example here, but that has been an area that we have experience in the past. Lastly, and most importantly, our collaborative effort. We really involve with other neighboring societies, mainly POEM, which is the Pediatric of Middle East and Mediterranean region. We also collaborate with the MENA, which is mainly in the UAE, and we collaborate with university hospitals, research centers, and different clusters throughout Saudi. As you can see, this is like a team's work, and we make sure that we have allies and people that help us reach this cause. So what is our vision? Our vision is to be scientifically distinguished at a national and global level in the field of blood and cancer disorder. How are we going to do that? We want to be able to support advances in the medical services. If anyone needs a specific service that is not available in another center, but can be available in this center, the society can help with that. We can also help with research supervision and carrying out educational duties. And also, we never forget the patients and families. So there's also education and support that goes to the patients and families. So we talked about our local organizations and collaboration, but we also go more than that. We do collaborate with international societies. A lot of us have trained in other centers abroad, mainly in centers that comes to mind: the Hospital for Sick Children in Toronto, St. Jude Hospital in the US, Boston's Children in the US, nationwide, and on and on. And because we have trained in these centers, our ties to them are still there. So in our annual conferences and local activities, we often invite these experts and seek support from them as well. So our aim is to reach a wider audience. Our aim is to be able to use the resources that we have to make an impact that goes even beyond Saudi Arabia, because we have the resources, we have the expertise, and perhaps one of the things that we can help with is establishing, as I said, help with a medical service that's not available somewhere else, or establishing consultations and collaborations for people who haven't seen these diseases in such frequency. And also, like, our ambition and vision is to be part of like global clinical trials, global collaborative projects, and enhance our association with SIOP Asia, SIOP, and everyone that's interested in curing cancer for children. So I have some examples of like successful patient stories. We have been able to establish cellular therapy in Saudi Arabia since 2020. So it's more than 2 years that has been running here in Saudi. This is our first patient who was cured from his leukemia by CAR T-cell, and he's still alive 2.5 years after his CAR T-cell. We have been able to do more than 50 CAR T therapy, and now we're advancing to multiple centers that are capable for doing that. We also have a gene therapy clinical trial opened, along with other clinical trials for cancers that are difficult to treat and chronic debilitating blood disorder. And this is where I think we would be helpful for the rest of the region if there would be an opportunity for collaboration. These are pictures of the patients and families that we see. Our patients and families are our motivation to do what we do. Our goal is for children to be cured from cancer, and we're going to continue this work until every child is cured. These are the committee members that are helped me for my proposal today. As you can see, it's a group work that it's not a one person's job, and I'm happy that I've had the support of all these people and even more that I couldn't even list in the slide. So thank you for your support, and thank you for the opportunity for presenting my proposal.
Okay, so Dr. Hiba Altaro, thank you for your talk. Any comment, any question from the audience? Please put your question in the chat box. No question? Okay. Can we move on to the next speakers? Okay. I invite the next speaker, Dr. Kimikazu Matsumoto. Dr. Matsumoto, could you start?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And the slideshow is present. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
It works well.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon and good evening. I am Kimi Matsumoto, Director of Children's Cancer Center of National Center for Child Health and Development. I'd like to make a bid for SIOP Asia Congress 2024. It's my great pleasure, great honor to present our proposal today. And SIOP Asia 2024 will be held in hybrid meeting on site and the web. And date should be June 22nd till 25th, 2024. And venue is Pacifico Yokohama, North 4th floor. And this is a Pacifico Yokohama North, and it is the largest multi-purpose hall in Japan. And this is the 4th floor, very big place. And Pacifico Yokohama located in Yokohama, and it's in the center of Japan, and easy access, about 40 minutes from Tokyo. And from Haneda Airport, it should be 30 minutes. I don't know exactly, sorry. And Yokohama is the city of excitement. And I would like to show you the promotion video for 2 minutes. Please show it. Okay, and there are so many accommodation rates in Yokohama, about 2,600 rooms and more. And the American travel company showed the safest city to travel in 2023, and Tokyo won the seventh prize. And we can say that especially we can drink tap water. Okay, and here. Okay, the theme of SIOP Asia 2024 will be You Ready It Up. As you know, Japan is a country of rising sun. People call it not only because the sun rises in Japan, always the first on the planet, but also because we have a history of raising up from the ash after World War II, when we are completely done. Please come to Japan, and through this meeting, you will discuss how to raise up the chance of survival and the quality of life of children fighting against cancer in Asia. You will also learn the strategy to raise up the access to care of excellence and universal health coverage in your country. Furthermore, you will raise up the research funding, awareness, and advocacy for childhood cancer by connecting people around the Asia. Let's come together in Japan and raise up whatever needed for children with cancer. Okay. So now our local organizing committee will present the detail. Dr. Aki Yoneda and Dr. Keita Terashima and Dr. Daisuke Tomizawa will present the detail.
Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Terashima. I will start my presentation part. So, cancer is a complex genetic disease. Current cancer researchers focus cancer genome. Nevertheless, cancer remains the leading cause of death in most countries, including Japan. Japanese government has developed the new cancer control policy and launched the Cancer Genome Medicine, CGM program. 12 CGM core hospitals and the extra 33 CGM designated hospitals are able to run cancer genome panel tests and advise targeted treatment plan based on expert panel conference. Our center is the only children's hospital that our government has designated as CGM hospital. Now, cancer genome test is less expensive and covered by health insurance system in many countries. As a result, hundreds of thousands tests have been done in adult cancer world. Although the efficacy of precision cancer medicine remains unclear, cancer genome test has been adopted in the practice of childhood cancer globally. We would like to know the current real-world practice and the impact of precision medicine in childhood cancer in Asia. Therefore, we propose SIOP Asia initiated survey and like to present the result in 2024 meeting. Next, let me introduce the convention city Yokohama and Tokyo area. Yokohama itself is the second largest city in Japan, but is also a part of Tokyo metropolitan area with 35 to 40 million population. Yokohama is an international port city and located conveniently close to 2 international airports. Haneda Airport is just 30 minutes away by train, bus, or taxi. The other one, Narita Airport, is also accessible by direct train service or shuttle bus in about 90 minutes. Let me introduce the attractive shopping, dining, and entertaining area nearby Yokohama. Yokohama is a destination for many tourists as you watch the introduction video. Here are the popular areas in Tokyo. All areas are within 30 to 60 minutes by safe and smooth public transportation. If you like to visit old Japanese temple and shop traditional souvenirs, visit Asakusa. For luxury fashion shopping, Ginza and Shinjuku have multiple department stores full of boutiques. For younger visitors, Shibuya and Harajuku are places to find pop and cute stuff. Akihabara is a special town for the geeks looking for electronics, games, and animation goods. Roppongi is a very cool town where you can enjoy an international nightlife. Tokyo Disney Resort is the first Disney town opened outside of the United States. It has 2 theme parks, official hotels, many shops and restaurants. You can endlessly enjoy sightseeing, shopping, dining, and entertainment while staying in Yokohama. Here, Dr. Tomizawa will present his part.
Thank you very much. I am Daisuke Tomizawa, head of the Regional Yokohama Division at National Center for Child Health and Development. I would like to present why we should hold the SIOP Asia 2024 Congress in Yokohama from a viewpoint of pediatric hematologists. As all of you know, the survival of acute lymphoblastic leukemia, the most common form of pediatric cancer, has dramatically improved in this half century and now reaches 90% with contemporary therapies. Of note, recent improvement can be attributed to introduction of MRD-based risk stratification and introduction of immunotherapy, including chimeric antigen receptor gene-edited T cells, the CAR T cells. You may or may not know, but these 2 recently introduced modalities are first discovered by the Japanese scientists. Dr. Shohei Yokota is a discoverer of MRD monitoring targeting leukemia-specific immunoglobulin and T cell receptor gene rearrangements, which took place in the early 1990s. This method was clinically examined by Hélène Cabet of France and Jacques van Dongen of the Netherlands, and currently used worldwide in MRD-based risk stratification of ALL. Dr. Chihaya Imai is a discoverer of CAR T cells, which took place in the Dario Campana lab in St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in the early 2000s. This idea was clinically developed by Carl June and Steve Group in Philadelphia and currently used in many patients with relapsed refractory lymphoid malignancies. Historically, our country has fostered many talents in the field of medicine, including 5 Nobel Prize winners. I believe that Japan is a land of knowledge and creation, therefore would be a perfect place to discuss the future of pediatric oncology in Asia. I'm quite confident that people gathered in Yokohama would enjoy various Japanese food and culture, both traditional and modern, and bring back great memories to each of their homeland. Next, I would like to hand to Dr. Akihiro Yoneda. I'm Dr. Aki Yoneda, a pediatric oncologic surgeon. Children diagnosed with cancer most live in low and middle income countries. For them, treatment is often unavailable and affordable. Only about 20 to 30% of those children survive, compared to more than 80% in high-income countries. The WHO Global Initiative for Childhood Cancer, established in 2018, brings together stakeholders from around the world and across sectors with the joint goal of increasing the survival rate of children with cancer globally to at least 60% by 2030, while reducing their suffering and improving their quality of life. We have been working together with health professionals in Asia. We have been visiting and performing surgery for pediatric solid tumors with Vietnamese surgeon in Ho Chi Minh Children's Hospital 1. We are having a web conference weekly with Hue Central Hospital also in Vietnam. We have been visiting and giving lectures about pediatric solid cancers.
We have strong connection with the Japan Heart Hospital in Cambodia. We are having bi-weekly web conference. Also, very recently, a young surgeon working in Japan Heart visited our hospital and learned surgical strategy for pediatric oncology. Global Neuroblastoma Network is held on every Thursday. This is an international case conference organized by the leaders in the United States. Cases were presented from many developing countries. Many famous world leaders from North America and Europe give several suggestions how to treat the patients. Dr. Matsumoto and I are also attending and make some comments from the Japanese experience. Thank you.
Pediatric oncology community in Japan have three central structures. NCCHD is the largest children's hospital in Japan and is designated as the headquarters of 15 core hospitals for childhood cancer in Japan. JCCG is a nation clinical study groups of about 150 hospitals which run nationwide multi-institutional clinical studies. JSPHO is an academic society that is responsible for education, academic research, board certification, and advocacy for childhood cancers. G3 organization will strongly support SIOP Asia 2024. This is the leaders of JSPHO, and the president, Dr. Oga, sent us a letter of support for organizing committee. Dr. Adachi, president of JCCG, sent us a video message.
Hello everyone, my name is Soichi Adachi, president of JCCG. I really appreciate the activity of Kimikazu Matsumoto, core member of JCCG. I am really looking forward to SIOP Asia 2024 in Yokohama. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Adachi. Last but not least, we will run the SIOP Asia with patients and the families. Mr. Yamashita, chairman of CCAJ, National Family Organization of Childhood Cancer, will generously support us. So, Dr. Miho Kato will present next.
Hello, I'm Miho Kato from NCCHD Jet Center. We're building up a national system to register and follow up pediatric cancer patients. Firstly, we aim to register all patients. Secondly, all cases are subjected to central diagnosis when specimens are available. And the most unique point of our strategy is that we're establishing a nationwide long-term follow-up system to achieve lifelong care for such childhood cancer survivors. About the long-term follow-up system, we're currently building up a bidirectional LTFU system to allow both healthcare providers and cancer survivors to access. We also hope to use it for international collaboration with you. Japan has national data center for solid tumors and hematopoietic tumors. We have organized data infrastructure to assemble national data. Then, what's our role in Asia? We wish to serve as an Asian hub to connect countries and compile precious data dispersed throughout Asia. Now that the international collaboration on pediatric cancer is a must, if we could serve as an Asian hub, the whole Asia will be able to join the global collaboration with organized, reliable data. Why Japan should host the 16th SIOP Asia? That's because we're the most enthusiastic about developing a national system for comprehensive childhood cancer patient care and helping it spread in Asia. we've achieved a reputation for organizing successful international meetings. We are experienced with good organizational skills, and when it comes to hosting, we cherish hospitality. This is the epitome of Japanese spirit. When Japan is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world, Japan is safe and clean. And there are plenty of wonderful spots in Yokohama, Bay Area, Harbor Views, Chinatown, and the most notable sophisticated spot, convenience stores. Next speakers, please.
We have pre-contracted with one of the leading professional congress organizers. They can provide the best convention opportunities, facility, and experiences for international medical meetings. In 2021, I worked with them as a Secretary General of ISPNO, International Symposium on Pediatric Neuro-Oncology in Kaliza, Japan, and their services exceeded our expectations. We had a successful on-site and virtual hybrid meeting. We welcomed more than 1,400 participants from 60 countries and accepted over 800 abstracts for the symposium. We will have a strong secretariat in SIOP Asia 2024. We will end our presentation. Please vote for Japan. Welcome to Riyadh, Japan in June 2024. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Dr. Matsumoto and his team members, thank you for your talk. To all attenders, if you have any question, please put your question in Q&A chat box. Anelia, could you give some additional explanation? It's okay? Oh, okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm Anelia Tanasova, part of the SIOP office team. And as Dr. Hori mentioned, if you have further questions, please type them in the Q&A box so we could answer to them. I just wanted to share that, just let me share. Wanted to share with you that we are announcing the online voting from today, and it will go for 2 weeks. The deadline for voting will be 8th of March, 2023. As you see from today's presentations, we have 2 bids, and please vote before the deadline. Here is the link to vote. And only SIOP member in good standing can vote for the bidders for SIOP Asia 2024 Congress. If you have further questions, do not hesitate to ask and contact with us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Anelia. I have some question and comment from the audience. So I would like to move on the Q&A times. Okay. The first one is to Saudi Arabia. When is the timing of conference in Saudi Arabia? Dr. Hiba, could you answer?
Absolutely. So the best time from a weather perspective is the beginning of the year. So early March is our proposal. And it's a perfectly beautiful time of year.
Okay. This is not a question, that's a comment to Saudi Arabia. We are very enthusiastic to have the meeting, have an Asian meeting in Saudi Arabia. We will be promised it's going to be great meeting. That's a just comment, okay. And another one is June is extremely hot in Riyadh. It is 45 degrees Celsius. So, okay, this is related the timing of the meeting. The similar question, SIOP Asia conference are usually held between March to end of May, as per the main SIOP board, the board preference, in order to space it out from the main SIOP meeting. Also, there's a comment. Thank you for both presentations. They are attractive for propositions. And another one also the timing of the conference. One of the big issue of this competition is the timing of the conference. January in Saudi Arabia, June in Japan. So later we discuss about this. One more additional information. Internet in Saudi Arabia is super. So hybrid conference had been organized successfully, and SIOP Asia 2024 can be organized in person and webinar. So it's a comment on the hybrid meeting in Saudi Arabia. One more. Shall the decision have be a criteria for criteria? Shall the decision have a criteria for SIOP message of no child should die of cancer, the area of improvement? Okay. Okay, the SIOP, the message, SIOP, the catchphrase, no child should die of cancer. This is important the message. So that's the one opinion. Okay, that's all about one more. Okay, the weather in the comment from Saudi Arabia, the weather in March will be perfect. You can check the weather. Okay, so March in Saudi Arabia, it's no problem maybe. Okay, so the first, Dr. Hiba Altala, do you have any comment about timing of the conference?
We're actually very flexible. As I said, the beginning of the year is the best time of the year. It's mid-February now, and the weather is beautiful. I was actually sitting in the garden. I wanted to show you the sunlight and the breeze, but then I got distracted, so I went in. But the point is, it's not an issue.
Okay. Dr. Matsumoto, do you have any comment about the timing?
Dr. Terashima will answer your question.
Yes, the timing is important for the association, but our thought is that schedule of other major medical conferences in Japan actually a little bit conflict with the May meeting of the SIOP Asia. And also Japan has an academic calendar starting April, which means April has a lot of the changes of the personnel, doctors and other people. So it's easier for later summer, later in the spring, rather than May. And also weather in May, June, both good. It's not too hot yet in the June. So I think weather-wise, June is also the perfect season for Japan. So that those reasons and those availability of conference center, we chose our first pickup of the date as though. So this is the main reason.
Okay, thank you very much. That is the answer from the bidders. So considering their answer, please decide the selection. Okay, so we have another important comment from the audience. I read out it. To both sides, one of the purposes of SIOP Asia is education of Asian young oncologists. Please let us know what will you plan in this conference. Okay, the education for young people. Dr. Hiba, could you answer?
Yes, we are. That's a main focus of our conferences, is to actually spread the knowledge and spread the expertise and exchange ideas. And we focus on the new oncologist, but also the more seasoned oncologist. I think there's something for everyone. And our history in organizing these conferences has definitely been very beneficial for the trainees and the fellows and the young oncologists.
Thank you. Dr. Matsumoto, please.
Yeah. Definitely, we are planning to do the educational session of the young Cory. And
Yes, the conference center we are planning to use have a multiple conference rooms, so we can run the kind of a ongoing session for educational sessions in both side educational and also academic session together. So we can have a lot of the educational sessions as well. And we also plan to have a depending on the budget, but we are planning to give some travel fellowship for young the participants who have a nice presentation or who have a lot of the difficulty traveling to Japan. And also we have a plan to hybrid meeting, so we can also spread our knowledge and the educational lecture through internet to the young doctors who cannot really attend to the international conference.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Dr. Here, please.
that's
Give
also,
additional comment.
yeah, that's also we do have open scholarships that we can offer. We can help out some people as well. And we definitely are going to be able to do hybrid. So those that cannot come in person can also join online. And I'm just reiterating the fact that that is the whole purpose of the meeting, is to create a community, to create a bigger community.
Okay. Now Dr. Ali Al-Omari is attending this meeting. I understand he is a chair of the U.S. Society. Dr. Ali Al-Omari, do you have any comment?
Yes, thank you very much. I would like to say that in Saudi Arabia, we are eager to host all of you, distinguished members of SIOP, and I hope, I'm sure it will be a very fruitful experience being in Saudi Arabia with the multicultural and also our big city in Riyadh. We are welcoming everybody, and really, we are looking forward to see all of you in March 2024.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Al-Omari. Okay, another question. This is to me and the secretary. So, okay.
Can I just respond, Dr. Hori,
yes.
to Rashmi's question? We have already circulated the both proposals on our website. And we continue to do this for 2 weeks till 8th of March, together with the voting link. So yes, we have communication of the proposals, Dr. Rashmi, just to answer on your question. And also we are making recording of this session, and will be put on our YouTube channel.
Okay. Okay, so next question to Japan. The timing is end of May. Okay, it is July.
Yeah, it is July because of the conference place problem. Yeah.
Okay. One more. SIOP in March is perfect for international attendees to avoid conflict with international conference like ASCO. Okay. One attendee suggests March is a perfect timing. Okay. And all right, that's all about the comment from the audience. To our audience, do you have any comment or question? Please put your question and comment in the Q&A chat box. We have another 5-10 minutes, so we can receive the questions. Is okay? All right, so I would like to close okay, Dr. Hiba, please.
Yes, I just wanted to say thank you for everyone. And I really wanted to send a message to my Japanese colleagues. I really enjoyed your presentation. You all are our teachers. We learn from one another, and good luck for everyone. I also would like to thank my colleagues here in Saudi. They've been very supportive. Good luck. This has been a great opportunity.
Dr. Hiba, thank you for your kind word. Any answer comment from Japan?
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Hiba. Yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, both parties. We will, as an earlier mentioned, we will start the voting period for the next 2 weeks with an online system. Okay, I hope all Asian, South Asian members vote for this, the conference venue selection. Now, I would like to close the meeting. I would like to say thank you for all of the presenter and audience. I will report the result of voting after 2 weeks. So thank you for your attending and cooperation. So let me say thank you and goodbye. Thank you very much.
Very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Yes,
much.
thank you very much.
Happy Saudi Founding Day.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.